What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the fourth and final week of the community challenge. As I mentioned in the previous video, this is going to be a pretty tough workout. It's really going to test out your aerobic capacity and that engine. Just as a reminder, the workout is going to be 5 rounds of a 200-meter run, 16 single arm dumbbell thrusters, 8 in each arm, 16 kettlebell swings, and 16 burpees. There will be a time cap of 20 minutes. Although 20 minutes seems like a long time, I assure you there are going to be some of us who might not finish this workout, and that is okay. The purpose of this, just like all the other workouts, is to test out our fitness. That way when we redo this in a few months, we can see how much more fit we've got. So the reason I'm all disheveled is I did just finish 1 round of this, and yeah, it's gonna get a little bit spicy. For the 200-meter run, I really recommend just picking a pace that is nice and comfortable. Don't go out and sprint that first 200-meter run, because it's gonna make those thrusters, those kettlebell swings, and those burpees a lot more difficult. When it gets to the dumbbell thrusters, we've already seen this in the challenge, so you know how they're going to feel. When we talk about pacing the thrusters, it's all about just picking a nice, even pace that you can continuously do for those 8 reps per arm. I personally recommend not rushing this movement, taking your time, resting at the top, and not forgetting to breathe. That's obviously really important. With the kettlebell swings, we haven't seen this in the challenge yet, but we definitely program them a lot in our classes, so you guys should be fairly familiar with this movement. Some pieces to focus on is to drive that bell up, you really want to be squeezing those glutes. Your arms are just levers. They're holding on to that bell. They shouldn't necessarily be doing the work of bringing that bell up. What's driving that momentum is that aggressive hip thrust, that aggressive glute contraction. What we don't want to see when you're doing kettlebell swings is that you're leaning back too much. This is going to put unnecessary strain on your lower back. With the burpees, we've also seen this in the challenge, so you can modify these burpees however you would like. You can go to a plank position if you would like. You can step back into a plank position. Regardless of what option you choose, I recommend sticking with that option for all 5 rounds. I mentioned this in the very first video, but when we talk about doing efficient burpees, we want to make sure that when you're jumping up, that you're landing flat foot. We don't want you to be landing on your toes, as that just is not as efficient as it would be to land flat foot and do that little jump at the top. Also, with these burpees, because we are trying to do them rather quickly, don't worry about doing a super strict push-up. You can worm yourself off the ground to stand up. So once again, this workout is really about heart rate management. If in that first round our heart rate spikes to over 165 or 170, it's gonna make the rest of the workout really difficult. So control your heart rate, move with purpose, and pick a pace in round 1 that you think you can sustain for all 5 rounds. As always, I look forward to doing this workout with you guys. The schedule is live in Mind Body, so make sure you go and sign up today.